Carlo is not getting sacked, all right? Put that thought in the bag. If you're dreaming about it, go back to sleep. Don't wake up at all because that dream is amazing. But when you wake up, it's back to reality and it's still back to being your manager. He's not getting sacked. Stop thinking about it. Because when you have the president coming out and saying sometimes we have to lose a final, you clearly know that brother's not gone. You clearly know the standards is now dropped. Especially coming from Perez, who has been very ruthless in so many instances over his past tenure, whether the past 10 years, 20 years, or even 30 years. The way Carlo got sacked in 2014 and 15, if you actually think about it, was a bit unfair, but he sacked him. This time around, he's losing 5-2 to his rivals. He lost 4-0 in the game before. He's conceded 9 goals to his biggest rivals, and he's out here saying, you know what, it's okay to lose a final. It's not bad. It's not that deep. So that's why, if you ask me right now, is Carlo getting sacked? Absolutely not. He's not getting sacked. He ain't getting sacked now. Even if he lost the final 7-2, he ain't getting sacked. Carlo's not going anywhere. Carlo's not going anywhere till the remainder of this season. Next season, we can have a conversation. Next season, Real Madrid can reopen the conversation about potentially getting a new manager. But right now, to the end of the season, he ain't going nowhere. So we have to work with it. But I find it funny though. I find it funny because I used to be one of those people. I used to be the ungrateful fan, the spoiled fan. I want Carlo out. I want Carlo out. I said it from 3 years ago. And you man called me spoiled. The same people who wants Carlo out now. You called me spoiled. You called me ungrateful. Stick to the team. Support the manager. Now 3 years later, you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. 3 years later, you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. 3 years later, you're seeing that we don't have a system. We never had a system in the beginning though. So why is this a surprise now? Why is yesterday's result a surprise to you guys? Why are you guys looking at the game yesterday and saying, what? Real Madrid are bad? Of course we're bad. This is what I've been trying to tell you every single time, whether on this channel, on SDS. The reason why I've never rated Carlo is look at us. I mean, bro, if we've been real, yeah? If we've been absolutely real, and you know what, let's have this conversation, because I'm sick and tired of this. Let's have this conversation. Where's Real Madrid? Where's Real Madrid? If we go back to our season, go back to the biggest game of our season, this season so far, biggest game of our season. If we're being real, look at this. Our biggest game so far this season, we've flopped in every single one of them. Atleti, massive game, we drew. Lille, massive game, we lost. Dortmund, thanks to 2 people. Thanks to Vinny Jr. and thanks to Nuri Sahin. Don't forget, we were 2-0 down. Nuri Sahin had the game plan working on the perfection. What did he decide to do? He took out Gittins. The moment he took out Gittins, Real Madrid opened up. We actually started playing well, and Vinny saved us. After that, Barcelona, we lost 4-0 at home. Milan, we lost 3-1 at home. Anfield, we lost 2-0. Bilbao, we lost 2-1. Atlanta, a game which we had to win, because if we didn't win, Champions League qualifications was looking out of the equation. Champions League qualification, adios. Adios, amigo. We won that game. But let's be real. We were fortunate to win that game. Because the last second, go back and watch that game. Atlanta had a chance in the last second of the last dying seconds of the match. That should have been a goal. Literally tapping, wide open, no goalkeeper in front of you. That should have been 3-3. We got lucky. And now, Barcelona 5-2. And now if you go back and the other, you guys see greens. You guys see all greens, right? This is all greens. This is all cute. Don't think this is all good performances. Real Madrid hasn't played well this season. It's either we play good in the first half, bad in the second half, or bad in the first half, good in the second half. We never had 90 minutes of consistency. And again, it comes down to Carlo Ancelotti. But don't think last season wasn't the same. Last season what? Last season's fooling you guys? What? Jude's masterclass in the first 3, 4, 5 months, saving Real Madrid every single game is fooling you guys? What? The Champions League is fooling you guys? What? Leipzig? My brother Leipzig should have beat us last season. Both the first leg and the second leg. If it wasn't for Lunin. What? The second leg, the quarterfinals, City, my brother, Etihad, they should have beaten us in the Etihad. penalty saved us. What? Bayern. My brother, if it wasn't for Neuer dropping the ball, we would have been out by now. What? Dortmund, the final. Dortmund had chances if it was for Thibaut. I can go back from 3 years ago. This isn't a surprise, but at the moment we have to be used to it. I'm used to it. I've managed my expectations. I'm not out here saying after each video, I want Carlo out. I want Carlo. I've had enough. You guys know what my stance is. That's why I don't like to repeat my stance. But at the moment, if you guys are wanting Carlo out, my brother, it's not going to happen. He ain't going anywhere. He's not leaving. He's there till the end of the season. So at the moment, we have to do what we have to do. But there is concerns with it. That's why I want to talk to you right now. And I want all of us to talk to him right now. He ain't going to change. He's still going to be the stubborn himself. There's few things which pisses me off. There's few things which we need to open up. We need to have this conversation because we can't, it can't run any further than that. It cannot run any further than that. Because me personally speaking, as an individual, I'm sick and tired of this. I cannot wait every single day to see this team perform the way they're doing, especially with the talent that we have in our disposal. We can't, bro. Look at our players. We cannot have the best players in the world, world-class players in literally different positions and be walked. Barcelona are walking circles around us. Let's not kid ourselves as well. Real Madrid was bad. Barcelona was good. But the reason why Barcelona was good is Real Madrid was bad. Yesterday, Szczesny, if he did not get sent off, you guys do know this game would have been 8 or 9 or 10 goals. You guys do know this is one of the worst performances I can remember Real Madrid performing. There is bad performances of Real Madrid. And I've watched this team for so many years. There is City from 2 years ago. We were lost 4-0 at the Etihad. We could barely complete one pass in 28 minutes of action. There is Liverpool in 2008 Anfield. That was bad. There's bad performances. Bad performances. But when you think of bad performances, you think of the reason why it's bad. And the first reason it comes down to is Carlo Ancelotti. But when he comes out and says shit like this, we knew that if we followed the game plan, we would win. My brother, what game plan? What game plan have you got? What game plan have you told your players? Yo, you man know what to do. I've told you guys what to do. That's a clear structure in play. That's a clear idea in play. If you guys follow that idea, we will win. There's no idea in place, Carlo. Don't kid yourself. This word is not going to fool me. Don't gaslight me, my brother. I've seen you manage this team. There is no game plan with this team. Your game plan is relying on our players to save you every single game. That's your game plan. Don't fool me and tell me you've got passages in play, you've got ideas in play, you've got movements. If this guy go there, if this guy go there. You don't have game plans in play. Barcelona yesterday had game plans in play. Barcelona yesterday, I could spot passages in play. Why? Because they knew those passages would exploit us. They knew those passages would hurt us. They have game plans. We don't have no game plans. Don't even try to gaslight me, my brother. What game plan have you, man? What game plan have you got? What game plan do you say to yourself, all right, I've actually created this. This passage was actually done by me. This passage was done by the coaching team. That's no passage in play, bro. When you watch this team, it's all done by individual brilliance. And this has been your story for the whole past 3 years of management. But one thing I want from you is very simple. Because I know with you, I'm not going to get any sort of ideas. I'm not going to get any sort of tactical brilliance from you. So what I have to compromise. In life, it's all about compromise. If you're married, you have to compromise. If you have a family, you have to compromise. At work, you have to compromise. If you're buying a house, you have to compromise. You ain't going to find anything perfect in life. Nothing is perfect in life. In life, it's all about compromise. And you have to make sure you compromise to what you know best of. With Madrid, I've compromised. I know I've got a dead right back. I know I've got a dead left back. I know I'd have no centre back. I know my team is being coached by someone who's tactically outdated. I know this. I've been knowing this. But if I'm in this position, I have to compromise. But you have to compromise as well. You have to stop being stubborn. And the worst thing of them all, if you ask Carlo ask Carlo right now, El Clasico. Saudi Arabia has made a new invention. Spanish Federation has agreed. Second leg, Super Cup final, right now. The game is being taking place in 3 days from now. Invention out of nowhere. Saudi wants the money, we want the revenge. Carlo, do you agree? Yes, I do. Real Madrid, do you agree? Yes, we do. Barcelona, do you agree? Hey, if you do it, Daniel will get registered fully. Okay, we do. Spanish Federation, brother, you man are going to get your views and your money. Yes, we do. Everyone else, of course, bro, another chance to see El Clasico. You know crazy thing about it? If a game really took place in 3 days from now, if you ask Carlo right now, what line are you putting forward? You guys do know Carlo's putting the right, same exact lineup. Vasquez as a right back, Tchouaméni as a centre back, and Mendy as a left back. The same exact midfield, the same exact forward line. Nothing's getting changed. Nothing's getting changed. And that is the concerning part about it. Because I've got no faith in he can fix this. I've got no faith in he can solve this. Of course, we are still going to win games. Don't get me wrong. Real Madrid will still win games. We are still going to win our games. We are still going to win. But the games that we're going to win, it's not down to him. It's not down to his brilliance. It's not down to him coaching and tactically coaching this team. It's not. It's just down to, you know what, Mbappe now finally waking up. Vinny getting back to his form. Jude. Like, there's things that he's done on a mental point and on a physical point. Like, not playing Lucas Vasquez. There is an option of you not playing him. There is options on how you can avoid it. There is options of playing Fede Valverde there. That is an option. Playing Raul Asensio there. That is an option. Bringing someone from the La Fabrica, whether that is Lorenzo, who played in the Copa del Rey. My brother, he did a much better job. Play him there. Play Jesus Portillo, who's actually wanting to get out of this Real Madrid team because he's not getting the chances and he's actually talented. You can play him there. There is options in this. Another options, the centre-back. You have one of our best options as a centre-back in Raul Asensio. A person who, whenever he starts, he's kept 4 clean sheets in 6 games. Why would you bench him? Another option is the left-back position. You've got Mendy, yes, Mendy. Frank Garcia, yes, Frank Garcia. But Camavinga. The midfield, you know this midfield is not working out. You know this midfield will not work out because we're short out of numbers. And this midfield, when matchup-wise, it doesn't work well for Barcelona. There is a matchup problem here with this midfield against Barcelona's midfield. The reason why that's a matchup problem is because our fullbacks are limited and our fullbacks are weak. I don't need to tell you this. I don't need a coaching degree or coaching license for me to tell you this. This is common sense. When you watch Real Madrid, again, the casuals will not see this. But if you watch us every single week, you should know there's a problem in this team when it comes to the weaknesses of this team. And these weaknesses can be addressed accordingly. I'm telling you options. I'm telling you scenarios. But what are you going to do with it? My brother, we can't keep committing the same mistakes all over again. We cannot keep doing this, bro. Because wallah is really tiring at this point. I don't like to come on here and run. I don't like to come on here and say I want this. I don't like to do this, bro. It's been a while since I've done a review or I've done a video of Real Madrid with a positive note of it. And yes, I'm going to get the spoiled nonsense. I'm going to get the you're ungrateful. But I don't give a damn of this now. You guys are seeing it in front of your eyes. How can we concede 9 goals to the same team twice in the season? 180 minutes of action, we've conceded 9 goals. And the worst thing about it, those 9 goals could have been more than this. It could have been 25 goals. It could have been 30 goals. It could have been 30 goals, bro. Barcelona are going through one of the biggest messes of their financial and club stage over the past how many years they've been existed. But they're still beating us. They're still making a fun of us. I don't know, man. You know, one more thing as well. The fact that we've got Luka Modric coming out and saying this, no other player is coming out and saying, the fact that no person and no player in the starting 11 yesterday has come out and said something about the defeat, that is concerning. Because when you look at this team, this manager has failed them in all departments, tactically. But at the same time, mentally, there's no leaders in this team. No one has come out and actually said something about this game. No one, from Thibaut to the right back, to the left back, to the centre back, to the midfielders, to the attack. What? Our captain yesterday was who? Lucas Vazquez. Has he come out and said something about the game? No. Our second captain was Fede Valverde. Has he come out and said something? No. Our third captain was Thibaut Courtois. Has he come out? No, he hasn't come out and said anything. And this is where, when you talk about leaders, this is when you talk about, have we got leaders that can step up? But how is leaders created? How is leaders molded? How is leaders by the manager? No one's come out. You've got Luka Modric, who's literally playing on retirement years and pension years every single season. How is he coming out when he didn't even start this game? But this is when a leader is. This is a vet. Because he's been around captains. He's been around leaders. The Sergio Ramoses, the Ronaldos, the Pepes, the Casemiros, the Dani Carvajals, the Marcelos, the Benzemas. That's leaders. But look at this. Why? Is it a problem for you to come out and say we played bad, but we try our best to come out? What is it? Is it a problem for you to speak to the fans? Don't look at it as a duty to speak to the to speak to the press or to the media. This is your moment to speak to the fans. Send your message to the fans, because we are the ones that's caring about this. You don't care. I didn't look at yesterday's game and I looked at a team who cared. The only person who cared yesterday was Kylian Mbappe. He cared. He wanted to win. Where's the other 10 players? What happened to you, man? What happened to you guys? But now listen. I've said what I've said. I don't want to say anything more, because I think this topic really, really, really annoys me. But let me know what you guys think. I've given my opinion. What's your opinion? Is this going to continue? Or is Carlo finally going to make some changes? If he does, hey, then you're waking up to an actual dream. Because at the moment, my brother, don't expect it to happen. Don't expect it to happen at all.